Hi, everybody. I'm your host, Jaime Cerreta. On this podcast, we celebrate everything local in Arizona. And if you are looking for a meaningful jewelry line, I'd like to introduce you to our next guest. We have with me Lisa Valenzuela of Truly Blessed Jewels. Lisa, thank you so much for being here today.
You're welcome, Jamie.
You're dripping in your own things,
Yes.
I imagine. Tell me about your line of jewelry that you have as far as what kind of different items and categories.
Sure. We have up to 5 services. We do piercing, permanent jewelry, custom charm bar. We design signature jewelry for those who do not like permanent options. And we do charm bar. So you can customize a necklace that is perfect to something personal to you, something meaningful, birthstones, specific dates, and it's just ready to wear and look good at all times.
Yeah, it's very hot right now.
Yes.
I mean, definitely your brand is getting a lot of attention. I've walked by your store in Old Town Scottsdale. I've been with those faces up against the glass to see a full store,
Full
people waiting
store.
in line. And it seems to get a lot of the big party attention too, where people are going and doing this as an event. How did that come to be?
We blew up very, very quickly when we launched permanent jewelry. We have videos that hit 30 million, 28 million, up to probably 40 videos that just went mega viral. So that helped draw attention to our brand. We were the first activation in Old Town Scottsdale for something to do while you were in town. We are in a touristy town, so it made so much sense. We had a great team that made everybody feel welcome and just it made their trip, special.
Mm-hmm.
We engaged a lot with people, and it was just something fun for the brides to do, for birthday parties, for celebrations, for couples celebrating anniversaries, and we just made their day feel special by a little sparkle.
Tell me where exactly you are located in Old Town.
So we are at 7058 East 5th Ave, so we're right across from the horse fountain, and we get to see that beautiful work of art every day. It's a great location. Again, lots of tourism. Arizona has grown so much, I feel, since COVID. It just drew, when everyone was closed, we were open, and it's just like the new place to be. I feel like we're not fully becoming California, but it's just it's a great place to do bridal activities and have so much fun.
I mean, we're definitely on the map as far as Scottsdale.
Absolutely.
And a destination for big groups of women. It used to be the men coming to town to do the golf trips.
That's
and
right.
now all the ladies found out about it too. That we're more than just a desert and they're enjoying everything that's going around there in Old Town. As I think from my memory where you're located, I think there's even wine tasting a couple of doors down.
There's actually been 2 more added. So you can stumble around and look good.
I mean, we're doing a cultural experience.
That's
we're
right.
tasting Arizona wine.
That's right.
They have that spittoon there or something, don't they?
Yeah, we get to see so many interesting things. The girls on the drunk bus dropping their phones, dropping their shoes. So we run out and we're like, you need an anklet.
Yes. You're like, we can do it right now. We'll
That's
come
right.
to you.
Yeah, we're quick.
Oh, that's hilarious. But it is fun to see people experiencing our city, and you're right there in the heart of it.
Yep.
You've been in your own business for more than 20 years.
Yes.
Tell me about, you mentioned California. Are you from California?
I'm
Tell me
originally from California. We've been here for 8 years. But back home when I started my business, I was just so blessed to connect with different business owners that led me to Venice Beach. Venice Beach is a very sought after city to hang out in. Lots of paparazzi, lots of stylists. So I got to sell at one of the most exclusive little pop-up markets for 8 years. I got to dress different celebrities. I got to meet different artists, and it just opened up a whole opportunity to expand from side hustle to main hustle. And I then moved to Arizona 8 years ago and just met with people, door knocked, just really hit the ground running here. It is a different animal than California. California is very local driven in the masses. There's a pop-up on every corner. It's like it's like McDonald's.
Just
it's
bigger,
bigger. Every city has 20 million of them, and so it was refreshing here to kind of feel like there was a better opportunity to stand out. I feel like when I came here was a lot of the silver jewelry. I brought a little bit of that LA edge where it was very edgy, dainty, but still different than everyone else.
Edgy, dainty.
Yeah, edgy and dainty. Yeah, I love mixing, as you can see, very dainty jewelry with chunky jewelry. I'm a risk taker. I love edgy. So I brought that to Arizona, and we also like the social content I feel was not where it was at. So I brought that. I hired a social media girl, kind of got that all together and started like pitching myself. I was able to negotiate at the Scott here a pop-up every weekend in
Oh, wow,
Scottsdale.
cool.
That was immediate trigger. I needed to be here
Mhm.
because of the tourism is different from Gilbert where I lived, where I lived at the time.
Oh.
So I made it a full effort I was going to be on Fifth Ave. I
Yeah.
knew that was the place. It duplicated Venice Beach, lots of foot traffic, lots of
Mm.
tourism. You are not jewelry is not a food item where you need to eat every day. It's a special, it's a, like a little extra, like an extra little gift to your day. Like, oh, if I have money, I can buy it. So I needed to be in an environment where there was a lot of foot traffic
Right.
to see new faces every day.
Yeah.
And I saw that and I made it happen. I got a call one day that there was a space available after we had coffee. And I think it was Jose, the owner, property manager. He's like, if you want it, it's yours.
Ooh.
And we took that opportunity. It was just me and my girl Alyssa at the time. We sat on the floor. We cried. We're like, how are we going to do this? This is a store.
Mhm.
And we did it. We, a year into just being a signature jewelry place, we implemented the permanent jewelry. And that's when the lines came out the door. We blew up 1,000 emails, 1,000 phone calls. It was just
Wow.
4 or 5 of us at the time. And we added more machines. We got busier. We had different influencers and people coming from all over the world. And it just changed our lives overnight.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a lot easier than I expected to scale when you have a great and strong team, because you have to change that side hustle mentality to this is a main hustle.
Mhm.
I am here to win and I have to provide for these girls. I have to provide for my family. And the community stepped up so much. It brings tears to my heart every time that we have lines out the door when everyone else on the street was dead during summer. It was amazing. And I thought, God, if you can make it through a summer here, we can make it anywhere.
Yeah.
So it always goes back to I'm going to cry, to my testimony of making waves in the desert. How do you make waves in the most unlikely place? So that's a little bit of my journey.
How do you?
I think I've fallen so much and I have Christ over my life that I just feel like all the lessons I've learned had been little golden nuggets to making me so strong that I don't really see failure.
Mhm.
I see, how are we going to overcome this and how are we going to be better the next time we do this?
Mhm.
And that is just through, again, a strong team. As a business owner, you cannot have that mentality that I did this, I did that. You will never hear me say that. It's always me and my girls.
Mhm.
And they've allowed this beautiful little dream of mine to grow.
Yeah.
And
How
yeah, so
special.
very blessed.
Yeah.
Truly blessed.
Yeah, you don't say. Truly Blessed Jewels, the name of your
Yes.
company.
That's where it came from. I had my grandmother's name for a
Oh.
while, and I kept hearing myself say to people like, oh, I'm so truly blessed to be able to do
Mhm.
this as a full-time career. And I changed the name of the company right
Yeah.
away. So
What was it?
Amelia Rose.
Well, you got me crying
I
like
know.
5 minutes into the podcast. I am a crier. I
yeah.
tend to tear up on the podcast because I love the entrepreneur's passion.
Yeah.
Because you don't win
No.
without passion.
That's right.
Those hard nights,
Yeah.
those long days.
Yeah, nobody sees those.
How am I gonna make it? Yeah, they
Yeah.
see you in the picture.
The glory of it. Yeah.
In the line out the
Yeah.
door. They don't know what happened the night before, the day
Yeah.
before, what
Yeah,
led
or
up
not
to
being
that
able
moment.
to buy product. We struggled for a little bit, my husband and I, financially, and I chose to stay home with my kids and took a career stepped back, and
Mhm.
it just wasn't doable at the time. So this was just, again, a way to contribute to the family. But I never let that stop me. I took the last $1,000 in my bank account and
Mhm.
invested in my brand. And it's grown and it's been crazy. Everyone that we run into or stumble to wherever we're at is like, is that truly Blessed Jewels you have on? I have. We'll be anywhere and everywhere, and it's great to hear like it's a household name.
Yeah.
I take a little bit of a conservative step into building. We are 20 years in and we've just opened up a second location. It has to be from heart to hand for me. I have a little bit of me back home now. So we're in Newport Beach, California,
Congratulations.
which is
Where?
insane.
Where?
Right in Balboa Island.
Ah!
It's, again, touristy.
Yes.
It's like a little Hallmark street, just like Old Town. What I've done very well is make sure things duplicate what works, not
Yeah.
just doing things wild, like the Wild Wild West. So We are so excited to watch that grow and to be able to just say, like, this works here, let's do that here.
Right.
But we're also finding out as a business that things just don't work in the same way as your
Right.
current state you're
Yeah,
in. It's a
yeah.
little different. And we're working a lot through those issues. And I know it's going to be a beautiful thing. It's just been a little bit of a test for me.
Right. Yeah.
But
That's
I will
new.
overcome it. Yeah.
I'm thinking of July 4th. I mean, Balboa Island,
Yes.
July 4th, man.
Yeah. See, difference is we're closed here, but we're open
Oh, yes,
over
yes,
there.
yes.
Employee handbook got to change. I'm like, wait, you guys are staying open.
Oh
So
my God. Yes,
yeah,
for
we
sure.
heard
That's
from
a wild
local owners.
weekend there.
It's wild.
Yes. Everyone's going to be there,
Yep.
ready to spend and get a permanent bracelet
Yes.
and something that they will remember. I still have my bracelet on from you. I
Yes.
think I got it in 2024.
Yes. Yep.
Is it ever going to come off?
If you yank it off, of course. I always tell people, like, these are very dainty. Some of them are very sturdy, but they're not the Titanic anchor. Don't go have a wild night and then say, I don't know what happened. But I've had this is a very dainty hand chain. You just need to be aware of your environment. And
I feel like I'm not at all. I'm hard on my hands, and this thing is hanging with me.
yes.
So
Yeah, that's
it's
right.
done
Yeah,
good.
and they're just great reminders of your travel experiences for our customers, so they can remember us.
One of my girlfriends who works with me,
Mm-hmm.
she's worked here for 26 years. Her name is Bobby Jo Kelly. Everyone
Okay.
talks about her on TV.
Yeah.
And she and I went to Cronkite together at ASU.
Yeah.
And it's so fun that we get to work together.
Yeah.
And we were at an event at Rancher Hat Bar, and you guys were there.
Yep.
And so we picked out a couple things, and then we decided to get the permanent bracelet. And I was looking at a gold chain. She said, "What about these hearts?" And she came over, was talking to me at my desk, whispering secrets as besties do at work.
Yep.
And I look over at wrist, and she's got her little silver hearts, and I've got my little gold hearts on.
Yes,
So
and those are special moments.
yeah.
It's just to work together that long is amazing.
Yeah.
And just to be able to look at, we were talking about this in a meeting yesterday, like what's so significant about Truly Blessed Jewels. And it's like, you don't have to rearrange your luggage to put our souvenir in your bag.
No.
And it's just, it's wearable. You could go, you don't have to make room. And it's just, again, a memory of something you did together with your bridal party or a significant other. And again, it's just jewelry. We were, again, mentioning this in the car earlier, like, you can put on a good pair of sunglasses, some lip gloss, your hair pulled back, and a great hoop earrings and a great bracelet and your great chunky necklace, and you're ready to go.
Hard yes.
Yeah,
that is my look.
Yep, that's
Weekend
a market look.
Hat.
Yep.
Make sure the hat's big.
Yep, exactly.
Oh my gosh, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm a goldie girl too. I love my gold jewelry. Do you have silver?
We do. We have silver options. We have white gold, also in solid gold, gold filled, and then sterling silver.
So all price points then you're kind of talking through.
Yep. Yeah, there's different price points starting from 60 to I think 125, and again, you can customize it so things can you can add on charms and other items that you love, and it just becomes again personal to you.
Yeah. Do you design? Do you make?
Yeah. So I have it's a very sensitive subject, but a year and a half ago, I had to give up actually physically making jewelry. I struggle with fibromyalgia, so I feel like I have arthritis all the time. And it was really sad because I caught myself not being able to hold the tools. I have lock trigger finger on my some of my fingers. So I had to teach the girls, like, it's all on you guys. And because one weekend I could not weld at all. And we forced one of the girls to learn in 3 days to take my spot.
She enjoys it now, though, right?
Yeah, she stepped up and she took over, but I taught everybody. We have design meetings. I'll say I love this, I don't love this. I could still lightly do it, but it becomes frustrating to me because I'm not who I was 20 years ago. But yeah, it's been awesome to be able to hand that off to the girls and see, again, scale up and see, like, it doesn't mean that it's less because I'm not actually making the jewelry. It's showing growth, and it's showing a team of girls that learned and get to have that craft.
Yeah, that skill. For sure. Yeah. Oh, how interesting. What made you come to Arizona from California?
My husband was getting laid off. And he was looking for a job, I thought, in California. And he came home one day and he's like, "Oh, I have an interview tomorrow, but I need to pack a bag." And I'm like, "For what?" He's like, "I'm interviewing in Arizona." And I literally have never left Orange County in my whole life.
Well, I mean, Orange County is very
beautiful.
nice.
Exactly. And he packed a bag. And on the way back, he said, "I got the job and we need to be out of here in 30 days.
Oh, wow.
So that was disruptive to our environment. I still had our market that we were doing. The girl that was with me at the time had been with me for 5 years. I quickly came up with a plan, like, we're just going to ship you. At that time, we obviously didn't have permanent. I'm not going to make jewelry. You're just going to get it and sell it and set up the market every weekend. And that's what we did. So I came because of him. And it was actually, I feel like a God sent gift because I don't know if I would have blown up in California. So I think it was just meant to be.
Yeah, you're meant to make waves in the desert.
That's right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's exactly right.
I like that one.
Yeah.
So it's a good one.
It is.
You came up with that yourself?
I did. Yeah.
Talk to me about what catapulted you into doing your own thing, because you were in corporate for a long time.
Yes.
And then there was one conversation you had it.
Yep. And I had it. And I think it was, I'm such a creative that I needed some sort of outlet to fill a lot of voids. You do get affirmation when somebody sees something you're wearing, whether it's a styled outfit or an entree you make. And if somebody loves it, it does something to you, right? And I had just started to dabble in jewelry at that same moment. And I realized like people were asking about it and wanting me to make stuff for them. And again, I had opportunity through the museum to do these pop-ups and people were buying things. And I said, oh my God. And one day I made $2,000. Back then was so much. And I was like, God, if I can do this a couple of days a week, I can actually, I'm making more than I'm sitting here 70 hours a week, busting my butt as a catering director. And I said, I'm just going to do this. And I did it and I found my way. It was a lot of long nights because I worked so many hours in being a catering director and a restaurant manager.
Through the museum.
Through the museum. And I would stay up till 2, 3 in the morning, just making jewelry, buying, looking for other places to buy from, looking for markets to pop up, at, and I just didn't sleep. And it was just something I really wanted to work. And I went for it. So it drove.
So someone was mean to you.
My boss. Yeah.
Yeah.
He had put his finger in my face in a board of directors meeting. Because I was explaining to him there was a better way to do what we did for a auction that we did. And he didn't like that because I guess the other board members who invest into the company were not very happy with my truth. And I always stand up for truth. I'll always say exactly, what could be better and what we could do from my perspective. And it really made me feel so little that I just said, never again. I'm not going to do this again. I need to invest in myself to, versus investing in someone else who made me feel like crap. Yeah. Had he not done that, I don't know if I would just have continued just, going to work and doing 70 hours a week and not spending time with my family. I think it was just, that was the perfect time. And then God's way of saying like, you can do this. You've already been dabbling, just have faith. Yeah. And I did. So yeah, it's we laugh about it now. I used to just throw the jewelry on the dining room table after a gem show, and I would just know exactly what to do in that hot mess.
Oh, really? What do you mean?
So when you throw the jewelry out and you're getting ready to make jewelry, some people put things in, organization. Yeah. I saw, oh shoot, that necklace goes with that gem. Like we should do this and that. And it's just, that's how I work. I see things that people don't.
In
sometimes.
The chaos.
In the chaos. I see things in the chaos.
How fun.
Yeah. It's
That's
crazy.
Wonderful. A great skill.
I told the girls a funny story and I'll say it really quick. We were talking about creative direction and we were talking about like not looking to Pinterest or looking to do what other people's have done. And I was like, we're talking about spring and summer. I'm like, oh, let's go get a TBJ white cruiser. And then we could take the chain off the bike and we could put a gold chain and it could say riding into spring and Shirley Lush Jewels. Like my brain goes into like editorial direction all the time. And I don't think a lot of people, it's a gift. Yeah. And it's been fun to kind of share some of those wild things with the girls because they laugh. But it's
and then you do it.
And then you do it.
You laugh
sometimes
then
we
you
do
go
it,
get
but
the
we're trying to
cruiser.
get better about executing. And then if it doesn't work, then you shift. Right. But the goal is not to look like everyone else. Another saying I have at the store is, do not show up to prom in the same dress. As a business, people can tell when something's done from heart to hand. We're not here to wake up and say, oh, it's working for them. Let's just do what they do. I want to be the trendsetter. I want to be the industry leader. I want us to be the ones that everyone's like, they did it first. And that's in business. It's just, everyone has this like sharing, caring friends mentality and we got to pay bills. We have to be, I have 34 girls, I think currently, and we are here. It's a very big responsibility and you don't get places looking like everyone else. People tune in to your show because you say different things than someone else, and it's that information they're looking for to either help them grow or to be inspired. But if you all, what I mean, if you all go through TikTok and you're scrolling and everyone's doing that same dance, where do you fit in?
So how do you keep inspired? How do you keep coming up with new and fresh ideas?
It's been a challenge because everyone has a different creative direction sometimes, but we've been able to like sit down at a table and say, listen, that what we did last week is not working. This is the direction I want it to go in. Again, it's thinking. Yesterday's meeting was, if it's not iconic, don't do it.
No,
right?
Well, that's a high bar.
Yeah, it's a high bar.
That's a very high bar.
I am at a point right now where we have set the path, the journey for people to be inspired by opening up a business. But you don't just open up a business. You have to learn how, like, we got to constantly scale.
Right.
And that is going to show, you have to be able to show your value in your brand. You got to be able to show your skill set, why to come to you versus someone else. You have to offer things that the other person doesn't offer, because if it looks the same, they're just going to be like, well, I'll just go to her because they already have that. We have to constantly be on the purchasing side. Like, let's bring this in and because this is not being done yet. And it takes some courage to kind of do things and no one, because you're being told, do the trend. Well, there's 5 million people doing the trend.
So you got to take the risk.
You got to take the risk and do something completely different. And you're the one that stands out in the needle in the haystack. So it's teaching this younger generation to have some faith and let's just do it. And then if it doesn't work, then we'll. But I asked them the question yesterday. I said, how do you think that these people initially, when TikTok started, and they started doing the dance, like the Nicole Richie dance, like, why do you think that worked for her? Like, you got to ask yourself that. It's because she's Nicole Richie and everyone wants to be like her, but then it looks the same. So let's be the one that does the complete opposite, and let that be our lane, and but it is easy to wake up and say someone else is doing it, let's just follow that model. But I think we're all made individually different, and it doesn't work for all of us. So just find your way, have faith in your brand, and really want to stand out, because that's what's ultimately going to help scale your brand.
I recently did a podcast with a mental skills coach, and she says to review the tape, take a look at what you're doing, and then ask some of your loved ones around you, what can I do better? What am I, killing it at? Like what? And it's interesting to ask for that feedback because people are so sensitive and cringe over what they might learn. Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. My girlfriend used to say, like, don't ask the question unless you want to hear the answer.
That's right.
But it sounds like what you're talking about as far as just being willing to take a look back and then take a hard look at what you want that next step to look like.
Right.
So as we talk about, I hate to ask trends for spring and summer. So what kind of, because you're not going to follow the trends.
We don't follow,
So what will we be seeing from Truly Blessed into spring and summer?
Well, right now we're doing a spring refresh sale. So we're getting rid of all our old stuff. And I actually have not had a moment in complete transparency to decide what the summer line looks like, because we have so much inventory as far as like stuff that just either like didn't move, or we brought it in and we just didn't do anything with it. And we got so busy with piercing and permanent jewelry, it just kind of sat there. I need a moment. Yeah. But obviously with spring and summer, it's hand chains are always a favorite. Anklets, especially back home. We got the beach vibes, body chains. We have Coachella coming up. We've got Stagecoach. So we're going to focus on body chains, belly chains. And I feel during summer, because you're kind of like in tank tops and your bathing suit kind of less, because it's hot. I love to do more statement jewelry, because if you're wearing less, you just need that pop. So I think that's where we're going to just focus on, is doing things, giving our traditional TBJ design a little bit of a elevated vibe.
Can we wear your jewelry in the pool?
Yes, you can. Gold filled and sterling silver you can wear in solid gold in the water. It's not going to tarnish on you, but you just want to make sure after you swim in any sort of chlorine or perfume, you're washing your jewelry, and it'll stay shiny. A lot of these bracelets I have on are 3 years old.
Oh, wow.
Some new ones, but I live in my jewelry. The only thing I'll take off is my earrings, because when you sleep, it kind of hurts. But other than that, I shower in all my stuff, and I'm very good at cleaning it in the shower.
Okay.
Yep.
I like to have some layered jewelry, and I do not like to take it off.
Yeah,
either.
No, you know that saying came from I woke up like this. Yes. I want to look good when I wake up.
I know. I want to take off every bracelet, and then you have to like get it back on. Yeah. So I like that you can.
Permanent is perfect for that, because you don't have to take it off, because it is hard to put clasp
Yeah.
jewelry on with nails.
And then I think of when I go to the pool, I love a big hoop.
Yep. Me
I
too.
love layers of gold necklace.
Yep.
Maybe something on my wrist
Yep.
as well. And I think I guess I'm a jewelry girly. I didn't
Yeah.
quite realize it as I have an anklet on my ankle
Yeah,
here.
you
I've
are a
got
jewelry girl.
several bracelets
Yeah.
to watch, and I love earrings. Those are just my jam,
Yep.
the earrings. Do you have a favorite piece right now? Do you have a
I'm
piece
a
that you're
hoop
loving?
girl. I love big hoops. Obviously I have them on today. These are 8 years old, but I love a good J-Lo look. Slick back hair, again, sunglasses on, a good, lip and
Yeah.
hoops, and then a good chunky necklace. But I love crosses, and I love all our cross line. So I just don't really have a favorite. Anything cross related I love.
Yeah. Tell me about the layering, because I have trouble with the tangled necklace
Oh,
situation.
perfect. I can help you with
Okay.
that. We were just talking about this educational
yes.
TikTok. We're going to
Yeah,
do a
thank
video.
you.
People, again, education, when you are
Yes.
opening your brand, you want to make sure you know why these things happen. Same textured necklaces are going to tangle because they're thin or they're the same texture. They're going to get twisted together. We teach people how to layer in different textures. So even though you wake up and they're a little tangled, you should be able to just shake them off because they're not going to tangle.
All right.
People like to wear thin necklaces, all thin chains, and then they kind of don't layer them different lengths so they're all together and get clumped.
Yeah.
That's another way why necklaces get tangled. You just want to make sure you're layering in textures so they don't get tangled up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are they last summer they were calling it the neck mess, like
Yes,
a necklace.
Neck mess.
Neck mess.
Neck mess. Yes.
I definitely achieved the mess.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
traveled in like 5 necklaces on my vacation. I was very excited
Yes,
about it.
yes.
And then it was a tangled mess by the time I
It's a
arrived.
good Instagram pic, right?
It was a good pick. You better believe I
That's
put
right.
that one up.
Yep.
What would you tell someone who's trying to get into a business like yours? What's a mistake that you could save them from making?
I think number one is learn. Really don't go into where we're at now or where I'm at now. Maybe learn actually jewelry 101. We when we blew up, we had so many people calling us. Can you tell me how to get the machine? I have the tank, but I don't even know what chain do I buy? What jump ring? How do you do that XYZ? And I'm like, because you need to know jewelry 101. You need to know your craft so you can succeed. So I always tell people, don't start where everyone else is. Really go learn how to open up a jump ring, how to learn the proper tools, not how to spark yourself because you don't know what you're doing.
Right.
Like, it's just very important for me to, like, when someone goes to college, you're going to college to learn a skill set. You should start your career off knowing what you're doing in that sense to the craft you're looking to get into. So I always tell people that, like, you don't go buy a $6,000 machine and then not know where to get supplies from. So really, again, take a step back and maybe don't see things as a side hustle, see them as a main hustle, because then you're achieving something bigger than just this is a weekend gig versus this is what's going to feed my void. It's going to feed my life. It's going to feed my family. And I'm going to actually have to need a team because I have big goals.
Right.
So changing that mindset from side hustle to main hustle. I think pop-ups are great, but again, I looked down when I was in Venice Beach, and it was we were on the best street in America, Abbot Kinney, and it was a cute little OG 15-year market that was been there for 15 years, and I love good shoes, and I looked down at my feet, and then I was standing in the dirt of the driveway, and I thought, damn, am I going to be standing in dirt and heels my whole life just because this is making me what I thought at the time was a decent income? So I looked and I said, this is where I started, but now what's the next step? And you have to shift that mindset into what does a main hustle mentality look like? What does a social team look like? What is it to look like to be able to hand off your designing to a team that is ultimately going to help you grow versus I need to do everything. I need to do everything.
Yeah.
You can't. You got to hand off a lot of your internal business tasks to people that can execute it because you just can't do everything.
Right.
And then that gets scary. But you have to be able to have some sort of trust in your team to hand these things off so you can grow. So there needs to just be, I think, you hear people that are just do it. Like, you have to have a plan. Just so a lot of those falls don't feel as hard because you had somewhat of an idea of how you want your dream to look like and what the outcome will be.
Yeah.
So I think that was what I learned is like I had to do a lot of falling and learning. I didn't have social media back in the day. I had a door knock.
Yeah.
I had to go with my little tray in my hand.
You
Like,
poor
do you want to
thing.
buy my jewelry? Can I be in your store? No. We only buy at market. And I was like, what the hell is market? Then you find out.
Did you get in a market?
Yeah, we got into market.
So like that magic place in
we
Vegas?
did LA. It was like LA market, the LA market. But you learn like I think I just have so much more like pride in my brand because I didn't do it during a social media time.
Yeah.
I've made it through it all, you know, and we've overcome COVID. We overcame again, like a time where there wasn't social media. I actually had to figure out strategy versus waking up and just seeing like, oh, that brand's doing this. Like we didn't have that.
Isn't that wild? Isn't that wild?
So
the information.
It's helped a lot of people. I get it, but it's like I just have so much more like, no, we're not going to do that because we can do this on our own. Like again, creativity wise, and so it's been interesting when I do mentor to tell to get people to understand like, yes, we have all these social skills and apps and that we learned because we watch and see, but what happens when those go away? How does your brand stand if the internet goes away? And that's truly hard. And is to get people like you have to have a backup to overcoming. And I think that takes skill set, and it takes a special person who has had experience. So when people say like, how did you do it? It's literally hustle. Yeah. It's blood, sweat, and tears. It's those nights where I didn't know how I was going to pay my bills, but I knew I wanted to go buy jewelry the next day to get it to sell, to double or triple the sales or my income. So have a plan, have such a great skill set that when you answer a question, you're not like, that's a good question. Yeah. That doesn't build trust with your customer when you don't know how to answer a question. So just like I answered yours about how to untangle things, a lot of people probably wouldn't even know how to answer that. Yeah. Because it takes a skill set or
using it. I mean, you have to be using it, wearing it, applying it.
Yeah, when
you
buy the jewelry and you're making it and it gets tangled on the table, you're like, oh, those can't go together. So you learn, through experience.
Yeah. So are you making most of your stuff now, or you mentioned buying? Are you buying stuff?
Well, we buy the product and then we make it internally. Okay. But the girls are doing it more so now. I just come in and say, no, that's not good.
With love. With love. Let's try that one again.
Truly blessed.
It's almost blessed. We'll get it to truly. We'll get it to truly.
Right? Yep.
Oh my goodness gracious. So what was the first really significant piece you ever made? What was it about jewelry making? I mean, were you doing this making bracelets as a little girl?
It was a lot of back in the day because I worked for the museum. It was, and I'm going to show the girls pictures actually now that you brought that up. But it was very gemstony and chunky. The museum was a lot of well-to-do people, and it was a lot of the like a lot of art. It was a big art community, so a lot of it was like turquoise and jerseys and carnelian and smoky quartz, but it was really chunky stuff and really actually hand wire wrapped. Like I used to wire wrap all my stuff, which is why my hands have taken a toll. But it was very, I would say, one of a kind, like unique. And then quickly I shifted into a more daintier gemstone where it was gold filled and sterling silver, more dainty, because at that time it kind of shifted after the look shifted. And then, like I said, when I came here, I was already into that. I was still kind of doing boho, still like gold filled, but like a lot of horns and not ugly horns,
like
but
the Italian
cute
horn?
Italian horns. Yeah, I was like, wait, that didn't sound right.
Chef Joey. I think it's Chef.
But charmy jewelry. And when I came here, no one was really doing that. Again, it was turquoise, silver, chunky. So I feel like it's you need to be able to evolve and know when to shift like your trends. But you got to start somewhere. And mine was chunky and funky, and now it's dainty, chunky, and
everything
under the sun.
And Mother's Day is coming up.
Yes.
So you want people to remember your store.
Yes. So Mother's Day is a big to-do for us. We're actually doing something different this year. We normally just do it on the Sunday, but I was like, you know what? There's working moms. There's people that just can't get to us maybe on Sundays, and we are always booked out on Mother's Day. It's one of our biggest days. We're going to do Mother's Day Friday, Saturday, and Sunday that weekend. We got some really custom packaging done for Mother's Day, and we're going to do some special stuff for our moms. So.
Do you do engraving there too?
We do. So now we have engraving, so you can customize a message you can share with your mom. This is a really sad story, but it's a funny story. But I get inspiration through the weirdest spots. And I was watching Murder Mysteries the other day, and it was about a guy that came in and robbed a family, and he took all their heirloom jewelry. And I was telling the girls, like, this just sounds so crazy, but him taking that, I was like, God, some of those pieces have like, special moments from your grandmother and stuff like that. And I was like, can you imagine, like, our customer is coming in and getting an engraved piece that they're gifting to probably their mom or their grandma, and then it comes back to them. I'm like, what a special moment to think, like, it, I don't know why it had anything to do with the robbery, but it was like the taking of the jewelry, I guess, kind of led me to, like, when they take something meaningful, but you could see it as, when I buy a gift for somebody, it needs to be so personal and customizable, because it might come back to me and I'm going to always have them with me. It broke my heart, because I was like, God, we do so many special things. We've had people come in for recovery. The bracelet means, I'm on my 6 month, 8 month. We've had people celebrate their celebration of life. Sisters came in, we closed the store for them, and they had their picture of their mom on the last station. It's so sad. And we've had people just that are best friends, or guys bringing in different girlfriends every week. It's crazy.
My. You're like, hello, stranger. We've never met before. Do you have your freaking flyer card with you?
No shame in the game. The girls just told me this story a couple months back.
So funny.
And he brings different girls in. I'm like, oh my goodness.
God,
but so we love all.
We'll take your money.
Yeah, that's right. We'll make you feel good wherever you're at. Yeah, I'm telling you. So we've been blessed to use those stories into our social content, without revealing names.
Yes,
but,
of course.
Funny little TikToks and stuff. But yeah, we've been Mother's Day is a great day to do that kind of stuff. Even piercing could be something you do with your mom, getting the same piercing, and because we've added that this year. Or last year. And so we're really looking forward to celebrating that, and we're going to make it very special.
No, I love it.
Yeah.
So when you're not watching Murder Mysteries and maybe you have a day off, how are you enjoying our Arizona? What are you doing?
Oh man, I really don't get to enjoy a lot of time. Adding the second location and going back home, I think, is a little bit of my every 2-week vacation. I get to go down every couple weeks. I'm by the beach. I get to see family. Because I do have family here, but we just recently reconnected after 15, 20 years. So that's been amazing. Wonderful. But I'm going to bring her in to get her linked for life.
Clearly, Abby.
But back home is being by the water, and it's a little bit of like the best of both worlds. I want to take a trip to Italy. I need to figure, we grew so rapidly. I feel like this last year and a half, we've been doing a lot of cleanup and making sure processes, programs, and the right people are in the right spot. Right. That's another thing with business. You got to make sure it's just not about friends. It's about they're the right person for the job. So we've been going through that, but I really enjoy, if anything, I just love being around the girls. Yeah, I feel like I'm a mom to them, and I get to watch them grow in both places now. So I hate leaving the girls because they get sad in Newport, but I come here and then I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to go back over there.
Two families.
Yes, it's like two families.
Oh, you're right. You get the beach and the desert. Yeah. And then where, because I mean, obviously Phoenicians, we love California. We travel to California all the time. So where on Balboa Island can we find you?
We are at 216 Marine Avenue. We are literally on Balboa Island, the little strip street with all the ice cream and the banana chocolate dipped ice cream that's been there for 60 years.
Stop it.
We're walks away from the water. It is a little bit of a magical moment, but it's a beautiful spot. We're at Newport Beach, but it's Balboa Island.
Okay. Yep. And then in Scottsdale, you're right in front of our historic.
Yes, right in front of the
horse.
3 horses or 4 horses, whatever it is. Yeah.
Which is a beautiful place. I love Old Town Scottsdale on a beautiful morning.
Yep.
I mean, it's strangely peaceful.
It is. It's peaceful, but the water, we get to hear the water when we open the door. Yeah. There's something about opening up the store in the morning that we are just, again, so blessed. I am so grateful to be able to say I'm on 5th Ave and in Arizona, and I'm glad that this is where it happened. Yeah. It's really humbling.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And you make beautiful, beautiful
Thank
things.
you.
Truly blessed you are.
Yes.
Indeed. Lisa, thank you for your time today.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to Jamie's Local Love, the podcast. I'm your host, Jaime Cerreta. Our technician is Tom Heidinger. Our editors are Lorraine Shearing and Gina Coy. Do you know a business worthy of some local love? Email me at jcerreta@azfamily.com. Follow us at facebook.com/Cerreta and Instagram @Cerreta News. Make sure to subscribe and give us a 5-star review, please. And tell your friends about the podcast and the businesses we feature to show your local love. You can find us on Apple, YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music, and anywhere you get your podcasts.
Jamie's Local Love, an Arizona's Family Originals podcast.